I want to know what adult was out there that hated book reports so fucking much. That motherfucker went and fucking made a whole company to help other high schoolers. Like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. So this shit fucking sucks. I hated that fucking book. I'm gonna tell everybody what the book is so they don't have to fucking read it. I'm sick of this. I'm going to a publishing company. Joke's on that motherfucker. He had to read the books. He had to read the books to give us the notes, that fucking loser. War and Peace? Nah, I ain't reading all that. I don't think that's... I said mandatory reading? I don't even remember what mandatory reading was. I read so many fucking books in high school. Just for like... Because I don't know, I just read a lot of books. I feel like the mandatory reading and my, like, just for fun reading all bled together. And now I'm in a book club. Mandatory reading is so different though, right? As opposed to like reading something voluntarily. That shit always sucked. Fuck, I have hiccups. Nerd, who reads books? Not my ass anymore. I listen to the occasional audiobook on and off. Non-traditional high school, I was able to do projects and whatever the fuck I wanted. What is non-traditional high school? Like homeschooling? Or like you just went to like a freak school? I'm rocking a little gold chain. That's not real gold. I told you it's fucking fake. A freak school, I guess, if you want to say that. I've been to freak schools, you know. I went to a Montessori. That shit's a freak school. Glamorous. I keep things loose. It was project-based, self-directed learning. Oh. That's interesting. I'm loose. I was listening to a jam session by these guys earlier this morning when I booted on my PC. Hello, Ben. Promethazine and a little 7-Up. One of those schools, Rick. The teachers weren't called teachers, they were advisors, and there weren't any classes besides like reading and math in the morning. That's interesting. Okay. They give you the basics as mandatories. Everything else, you can probably figure it out on your own. I don't know. I believe in you. It's exactly what you had. My Montessori school didn't even have mandatory classes though, like then. Not like daily, we had like occasional classes like that where it's like, okay, guys, here's your science class for like the next 2 weeks, right? Or like, here's your math class for the next like 2 weeks, right? Yeah, it's not that far off. It's not that far off. But Montessori didn't give you like self-directed projects and stuff, right? They gave you like worksheets. Unless that's essentially what AJ had. It was just like complicated worksheets. But that's pretty much it. I show up, we get a packet of worksheets every morning, and then you just kind of like sit down and you got like textbooks around you that like you use to figure out how to do the worksheets. Maybe you weren't in it long enough for the projects. Maybe that was a high school thing. Yeah, maybe the high school Montessori did that shit. They didn't give me shit. It was literally like, go explore what you want to. Yeah, see, that's different still. I guess like we had, maybe it's a different kind of Montessori. I don't know. But maybe that's what the high school version of the school that I went to was like. Yeah, there's weird school experiences out there, man. Sometimes I forget that not everybody went to the same kind of like school. You know what I mean? As somebody who didn't go to like a standard school. I remember the school was a few years old and we had a state-of-the-art bio lab, and our new teacher was batshit and brought her bagpipes. What the fuck? That's fucking crazy,
I'm with
Rick.
the science team.
Nam. Hi, Nam. How was your raid? Because your school was pompous and wanted a fancy name to sell to Houstonians. It's just an old school. Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, right? It's all the same shit. Hey, Nam. How was your raid? Oh, how was your raid? How was your raid? Did you guys have a safe trip? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. We're working on rendering. It's where I go over and I paint on top of everything that I've done. And we're this far in. This gonna take a while. This is taking substantially longer with multiple people. Hello, hello. It is. I'm really happy with how it's coming out so far. Good night, Kaito. Did you raid someone alright? You raid some freak? You know your school projects were like raise silkworms? Yeah, she forgot about them and it infested the whole school. What the fuck? Your school was infested with silkworms? Holy shit. Yeah, we're talking about our weird school experience. Our weird school experiences, because some of us went to like alt schools. Fuck, I have hiccups again. Like, I went to a Montessori. School is weird. Well, I only went to a Montessori for a little bit, but you know. I went to an online school, so that was online school is, I feel like, rough, bro. I don't know. As an ADHD kid, I feel like I'd have no self-control in an online school. Then again, I didn't have any self-control in the Montessori either. That's why I only went for a few years, and then I went back to, like, normal school. That shit was awful. They were like, fend for yourself. Teach yourself something interesting. And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do that, but okay. I'm gonna go sit over here. Read manga until the day is over. Good night, Snow. Have a wonderful sleep. Or a wonderful day. I did online school in high school, and I genuinely think it changed the trajectory of my life forever in the bad way. Yeah, online school and homeschool and stuff like that really, really depend on the person, right? Like, I feel like if I ever had a kid, I'd be inclined to homeschool them. However, in the exact same breath, I never met a homeschooled kid that was like happy. I feel like generally those people are not stoked. But school is so scary for kids nowadays. Maybe things have changed. Oh, shit. Hang on. Let me read these paragraphs. One of the two middle schools was one of the first places at an outbreak of swine flu years ago, and a high school someone detonated chlorine. Wow, holy shit. God damn. Chlorine bombing the school is crazy. I remember a senior prank, and it was it fucking ruined the basketball court. There was a giant makeshift kiddie pool full of goldfish, and it broke over the weekend and ruined the court. Oh my god, wait, they set up the giant kiddie pool like on a Friday? What, for people to notice it on a Monday? What kind of fucking planning is that? Talk about no self-control. I was in homeschool and my mom trusted us to do all of our work on our own. Well, 1 year, I was about 3/4 the way of the school year there, and I just didn't do work. Yeah, I feel that. I had to make it up, but it was not good. I was the ADHD autism kid on fucking Adderall, so I legit did all my work before half the period was over, and then I went to the library till the next class. See, I feel that, right? Nah, I was in the same boat. I just got my schoolwork done, and then, well, in like high school, middle school, I just got my shit done. And one of my high schools was parodied by South Park, the anti-bullying lisp dubs, as South Park did. Oh my god. Holy shit. That's fucking crazy. Oh yeah, you could run clubs during the school day and get credit towards graduating. What the fuck? Homeschool gave me exactly 0 life skills, especially with managing my ADHD. Yeah. I feel like if you homeschool a kid, you gotta put them in like some kind of like additional learning stuff so they still like get those skills. That shit was based. My school was in 2 trailers with multiple administrators and principals with I kept promising we'd raise it up and we'd build it. 8 years, me and my brothers still never built that building. That's fucking crazy, Stomp. One of our administrators got arrested for embezzling. Holy shit. My college is online, and I'm only and I'm on my last week before I'm completely done. But the big problem is I have 0 connections because of doing it from home. See, college is a rough one to do from home, right? Because you make, like, if you aren't a Nepo baby, going to college in person is your chance to meet somebody who might, like, get you a job out of college, right? Or, like, get recommendations. That one's rough. It works for some people, though. Yeah. Our senior prank was supposed to be that we were going to make one of the main hallways in our school into a giant slip and slide, but somebody's parents overheard about it and threatened to sue if their kid got hurt. Oh my god, what a loser. Are they your best friend? Flashy? Yeah. I remember skipping my criminal justice classes to go to Walgreens and get sodas with the Walgreens Hellas. I'm a resource office. Wait, I drank them out and never paid for it. What? Yeah, you guys are fucking wild fucking stories. Holy shit. I probably should have been on meds, not gonna lie. I'm 99% sure I have some form of ADHD and I've been medicated for my entire life. Yeah. Although I feel like not being on meds when you're a kid, well, it's 50-50. You either become one of those people that learns to manage it without meds, or you fucking struggle. Thank you, Nine. I appreciate it. Good night, High Dawn. Sleep well. I say this again because it was crazy. I ended up being involved in the hiring process for one of the special education roles as a student. What? How to what? Oh, were you over there giving the person a reference? What? I had an AP Chem teacher that hated me because I half-assed all the homework and labs, but I always got the best test scores. Yeah, I had an AP Algebra teacher that fucking hated my ass. Because I would draw a lot in class, like, while taking notes and whatnot. And that motherfucker was like, you need to stop drawing. It's not going to get you anywhere in life, and you're never going to use it after school. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay. No, I was on the interviewing side. Oh. And here, as a test for the hiring process, what do you think about this kid over here? Fuck. It was either America's Got Talent or American Idol. I forget which one. It was some show for singing. Oh, wait. One of the sophomore America's Got Talent. It was one of the super rich, complete members who showed up in the heaven of the void. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. Your high school sounds fucking crazy, Sandy. Now you make more a month than than them just on your art. Ahaha. That's also incredibly sad, but yeah. Oh, teachers should be paid more, but also, goddamn, there's some shitty fucking teachers out there. Competing with AI, yeah, that's got to be fucking rough. That's got to be tough. Just go into the branch of IT that works on AI. Teachers should be paid more, but I also hated all of my teachers. I wonder if some of my teachers would have been better teachers if they had just been paid adequately, though. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if that math teacher would have cared a little bit more if he wasn't making like almost minimum wage, right? I remember being in the high school business club. We went to a regional conference in the city. You taught not to brag or anything. I'm gonna stay there for the week, so we went to the parking lot and put all the cheap goodies at discount. Godspeed. Hustle that shit. Paid teachers, but require better candidates for teacher, because some people should have never been teaching 100%. I had a few teachers that were really, really good at what they did, right? Like, really, really good at being teachers. I had a math teacher in middle school that was like such a cool dude. He was so fucking cool. And like, he always made math fun and always like really engaging and like whatnot, right? He retired in the last year of my fucking middle school because he was like, I'm gonna be real with you students. I don't make enough money. I have to retire. I'm so sorry. And we were all like, no, please don't fucking go. And he was like, sorry, I don't know what to do. I have to go find a different job. I did, however, stick my hand in a mobile. Oh, hey. Hey, stop. Why? I don't know, like, most of my teachers were like Jack Black from School of Rock. Well, that sounds fun, I think. There's only like one cool teacher. You remember like 7 bad ones. Yeah, I have like 3 cool teachers. No, 5. I had a really cool English teacher, and they were the only English teacher that ever gave a shit and like tried to compensate for my dyslexia. And genuinely, I feel like the only reason I could spell remotely is because that teacher like really fucking helped me. And then, fucking I had two really cool art teachers. Two really cool art teachers that like really loved their jobs and put their whole hearts into it. And then the math teacher, and then we had a cool science teacher in high school. But that was like literally it. But the cool science teacher in high school also had like a phone jammer in the classroom, so they got negative points for that. They were fucking annoying about phones. And it's like, hey, big dog, we're all paying attention. We're AP students, bro. We're here to get college credits, man. Nobody's not paying attention, all right? Let us have our phones for like when we're doing study breaks and stuff, bro. What the fuck is a phone jammer? It's just like you didn't have cell signal in that like part of the school. Because that dude just had like a cell phone signal jammer. It's brilliant, but in the same breath, dude, we went to a school that had like a lot of violent students. So like that quarter of the building, you couldn't call the police if you needed to. Or like call anybody for like help if you needed to. Which was like really fucking scary. Because that's also where all of the fights took place. Yeah, they're incredibly illegal. Like, you can't do that shit. Isn't that a federal crime? I'm pretty fucking sure. But, like, I don't think any of the kids in class were, like, smart enough for us to be like, yeah, we have to get this guy arrested for this. I don't think anybody fucking thought to, like... I don't think we knew it was illegal as children. I think we probably just assumed that it was, like, something adults could do. Like, if they just wanted to. You know what I mean? It's a felony. As it should be, unironically. That shit was incredibly unsafe. And I feel like I've heard multiple stories about cell phone jammers at school. Man.
Oh, yeah. That's, like, FCC illegal.
Yeah, like, heavy illegal. Yeah, like they said, it could fuck up planes.
It can fuck up anything and everything. It can fuck up fire alarms.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're ever in a place that, like, when I'm outside, my phone works fine, and when I'm inside, my phone does not work fine.
It's either an asbestos building?
Even asbestos.
Well, yeah, I guess our house has asbestos, and we get phone signal inside.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, report that shit to the FCC. You can literally put a business name and an address, and it's not your problem. But it will be taken out.
Yeah, but fucking report that shit. I think as a kid, none of us fucking, like, really... I don't know. I don't think any of us understood that that was, like, a crime. You know? You just kind of see adults doing things, and you're like, well, that's probably legal. That's our teacher doing it, so... And the school lets them. If it's also old enough, it might be the copper wiring / pipes. It could also be a jammer, yeah. I don't think our school building was that old, though. Like, I'm pretty sure that school was, like, you know, within the last, like, of 20 years built. Just more in general. Yeah. I saw something the other day, just on the topic of, like, jamming phones at school or whatever. I saw something the other day about a whole school, like, student body doing a walkout, because the school tried to implement, like, a no-phone policy. And I love that the younger generation is really standing up for shit like that. Like, fuck no, dude. What the fuck? I'm not going to school until you guys stop that. Because that shit unsafe, bro. Yeah, a lot of old houses have asbestos, though. Asbestos isn't, like, inherently dangerous, per se. Like, it just sitting there is fine. It's when it's disturbed that it's not safe. And generally, I feel like asbestos is like on the outside of the house most of the time. Hopefully. I graduated before smartphones were ubiquitous. That's fair. I was like right in that era where everybody was starting to get a phone. I definitely had friends still that just didn't have phones, right? But pretty much everybody had a phone, even if it was like a shitty phone. Yeah, when it enters the air, it's dangerous, but it's fine as is. Most of the time when you have asbestos in older houses, it's the outside like paneling of the house, right? It's not like even inside. 9 times out of 10. Or like insulation, I suppose. Did insulation ever have asbestos in it? Insulation was asbestos. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's different, right? I remember like one of my friends' mom's house. Well, so I guess their house when they were a child as well. One of my friend's mom's house had like asbestos tiles inside, like on the floor. And she started geeking one month because a couple of them had cracked. And she was like, no, asbestos is entering the air. And we were like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you on about? And then they moved like a couple weeks later. So whatever they were on about, I'm sure they were correct. But like, not just kids, parents know these days too that a kid is a single life responsible for itself when everything else fails, so they need to be able to move and act and communicate. Yeah, right. Yeah. Like if I was a parent, I wouldn't let my kid go to a school with a no phone policy. Fuck no. My kid would be transferred same day to a different school. I'd be like, oh, nope. Nope, 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 nope. You gotta go somewhere else, buddy. I'm sorry. I know you have friends, but nope. I'd switch districts. Yeah, like if you could. I know some districts are like, you have to live in the zip code. But yeah, absolutely, bro. Just swap them the fuck out of there, like, right away. Hey, Boba. One of my schools growing up had asbestos panels in the attic and under the carpet. Yeah, that's pretty common. Right, Krem, like, aren't you an adult? Don't you know how important a phone is at a school? What? What kind of fucking critical thinking skills do you lack to think a phone is just, like, not a necessity? Yeah, you leave asbestos alone, and unless, like, you have a professional team removing it. I wouldn't even, like... I wouldn't even recommend DIY doing anything with asbestos. You bring like professional people in for that. I don't know, Omega. Kids, especially nowadays, they have such autonomy over themselves that like, if you were to try and limit it like that, you would just create like a sneaky kid. You know what I mean? Like, they would figure out a way to, like, work around that. It's better to give your kid what they need and then like lay down rules around it from there. Like, hey, buddy, all right, listen, here's your phone. You cannot play games at school. If I catch you playing games with your phone at school, I don't know, I'm gonna take away your Xbox. Right? Like, I don't know. Laying down ground rules and creating realistic expectations for your children, I feel like is so much easier in today's environment. And it always has been, but like our parents didn't give a shit about us. And even if they did, you know, like raising a kid is hard, and they had generational trauma that we're all unlearning collectively, right? So, I don't know. Like, I know a lot of people are like, gentle parenting is for hippies. I'm just gonna spank my kid. No, you're in the wrong for that. And if you think that way, you probably literally shouldn't have a child. You know, like, just go get like a... I wouldn't even say get a dog, because you're probably gonna whoop the dog's ass when you're trying to train it to, you know? Like, positive reinforcement's the only thing that works. I wouldn't give my kid a phone until high school. Unfortunately, and I hate to be like real about it, uh, gun violence doesn't only happen in high school, you know? So like I wouldn't want, if my child is going to school, if they are away from me, they have a phone, you know? Like that would be my that would be my guideline. Hit it with the more you play at school, the more schooling you're gonna get at home. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's a way better way to do it. Like, okay, you're gonna slack off at school? Well, at home, you're gonna have homework. Like, extra fucking homework, right? I didn't have a phone till high school. Yeah, but also the majority of us, and I don't want to know you guys' ages, don't say your ages in chat, because I don't care. And also, generally, it incites people to talk about weird shit. All right, I don't want anybody to fall victim to somebody looking for like an impressionable young adult. But like when I went to school, there were not school shootings like that. Like there was like 3 that I had ever fucking heard of ever. You know what I mean? It's so different. It's so different now. It's so fucking different now. Hey Zip.